Hello, hello. We got ourselves the Christmas seasonal is up and live on DCUO. I have not bought any of the items yet, so let's go ahead and check it out. There was a little reward claim box that came up for your. Let me see if I can show it here. For your allies. See, so you get as a member, you get 500 of the currency. I mean, as a member, you get 500 in total, but it's like as a member, you get 250, and then free members get 250. So together, you get 500 if you're a member. And then it seems like the little names for like the different like passives now show up of what you have equipped, which I guess is a little helpful. And then you have like the little menu. This is like unlock ally, and you could choose to unlock it across the whole account. Or if the character didn't have it, it would say like 250 for just the one character. And then of course the price goes down depending on, like say you unlocked it on this character, well then obviously this price will go down because you already unlocked it on one of your current characters. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the vendor here real quick. So you got the base invitation of Mr. Freeze. We're going to go ahead and grab that. Tune Shaded Winter Chroma. Grab that. Winter Cowl. Mercenary Helmet. Second one. To be honest, I'm going to skip the posters. I'm not too much of a posters guy, so we're going to avoid that. You can see them on the site if you want to. I'm not too crazy about it, so I'm going to skip it. We got the Frozen Lake Floor, Festival of Lights Fireplace, Holly Jolly Fireplace, and Snow Clouds Heavy. And then you have the All Winter Mercenary Modified Helm Style. So this is the beard. Okay, so here's the second helm style. Honestly, the second helm should be up further so that people can see it, because I would have absolutely missed that. So here we go. I think I gotta buy one more base item though, because I think the base item feat is 5. So I gotta go buy one more, right? I think, or will that count or not? Yeah. So the base invitation counted as one. Nice. Yeah. Let me see here. Should show up on their feats. I shouldn't have any other feats to worry about besides like maybe Mr. Freeze. So yeah. So alright, let's go ahead and get Mr. Freeze. He's under the events. Season's Greetings. I'm just gonna buy it out so we can take a look at that. There we go. Got him in the inventory. Let's go ahead and get him leveled up. Allies. And then we'll take a look. Oh, so he's already like halfway leveled up. That's actually pretty nice. What's up? How's it going? Yes, and Harrison, welcome. So the new update is we have a new Mr. Freeze ally. You also, like I showed earlier, you have the option to unlock an ally. You can 10,000 of these marks to go ahead and unlock them across the account, but it is very expensive because let's go to the marketplace here. So in the marketplace, it costs it's on sale now for 20%, but it's 7,200, and when it's off sale, it's 9,000 basically, right? So it's basically as much as a wolf pack to get 1,000. So basically 1,000 of these ally tributes. Just think of this as one. So 1,000 of these equal one ally that you can unlock across the whole account for 9,000 currency. It's just like a wolf pack in its cost. So still very expensive. And then we have so as you can see here on the bottom corner of my screen, I also got a skill point thing for the event, for unlocking the event thing in the tab. And then you get 20 acorn mogo things as well there. So alright, so let's go get into this. I think he's going to be a really good ally for Rage. I'm on my battle tank here right now, and I'm going to drop Electric overcharge. And it seems like the screen got much wider. They increased the screen or they condensed this down. But I could see him being Frozen Heart. And the duration for 5K is 10 seconds, so it obviously lasts longer depending on the supercharge you use. And I'll end up throwing him and using him on there. But let's take a look at the styles first. Let me go into the House of Legends, so we can go ahead and take a look at the styles that we just got. Alright. Let's see here. Because we've got the modified. So we've got the modified helmet there. Can't seem to find it there. I'll just go back to the vendor and take a look and see what the style, because it's obviously not coming up under that name. And I don't want to flip through the menu the whole time. So we got all winter, so it's A's, and then so it's modified at the end. Okay, all right. At least it's at the front of the menu at least. All right, here we go. So you got the all winter mercenary. I'm gonna turn all materials off. Head style. We'll do a little black there, and then white. And we'll make this like a blue. Yeah, we'll make that like a blue. Alright, save. So, this is the modified all winter helmet. It's pretty nice. You can wear face style with it. Of course, because you can see in the photos, they also have the all winter mercenary, which is a long beard. Let's take the chest style off so we can kind of see that better. So this is based on the all winter Deathstroke in the comics. It looks pretty rad. I like it. So that's a modified one. It looks like it has 3 slots. So the eye hole is 1 slot, the horns and the helmet are 1, and then the other side of the helmet's 1. And then you have the modified one, which has 2 eyes and both sides are like colorable, but they're the same slots. Like, you know, the red area is basically the whole helmet. Then you have like the rivets and then the horns down the sides that are 1, and then the eyes are the other. So let me kind of show you with the eyes. We'll turn that to a green. There you go. So that's how that pretty much looks. And let me look on the face style. Let me knock the head off. The face style has, is that, or is it not? So it's hard to see, but if you really look at the beard, there's little rubber bands or bands that are around like where the braid starts and ends. That is colored by the, that is colored by that. So yeah, so if I change this to green, it should show up green. So there you go. So you guys got another beard style in the game. I'm really loving it. Another, it's very wizardly or barbarian if you want to think of it that way. Yes, the US server is up. Both US and EU, to my knowledge, are up at the moment. I'm trying to think what other reward we got there. So so base invitation, we'll look at the Toon shaded winter, and then we have the, oh, the endless winter, the Batman cowl. Okay, let's look at that. Endless winter. Let's see if that uses a face style or not. Let's try to click through here fast. Endless winter cowl, and no, it does not allow a face style, but you can see at least the color palettes of what connects to what, but it doesn't include a face style, which is kind of a bummer. I think they should always include face styles, even if it doesn't make sense with the style. It should always allow a face style, because you never know how well you'll need it in the future. I think you should always have that option. So there you go. So that's pretty much all the styles. I'll quickly do like the Toon shaded. So let me go back on my battle tank style, and we'll do the toon shaded. It should be down with all the rest of the toon shaded materials. Toon shaded winter, here we go. So this is 1, this is 2, and then this is 3. So, I don't know. I'm not too crazy about it. You know, it's like all the other toon shaded. I guess the blues could be nice for like a Mr. Freeze. Not too crazy about it though. But yeah, finally another beard style. I was like, thank God we got another beard style to help out there. So let's go ahead and I think I'm gonna jump into my Halloween base. I know it's not like on like brand in terms of like it's Christmas and we got Halloween going, but I'm gonna go ahead and run with it here real quick. We're gonna look at the base invitation and some of the base items for this holiday. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So the first one I'm really excited about, we're gonna look at the frozen floor. I'll just do lake. Should show up there, right? Yeah, so you got frozen lake floor, and you can see it nice and in depth here. Frozen lake floor. Ooh, I can see some people having having a blast with this. All right, and then we've got fireplace. Fire. No. Creepy. Festival of Lights. This is a Jewish fireplace with the menorah on there, I believe. And then you've got fire. Festive. I don't think it's that one. I'm pretty sure it looks the same. So we got Holly Jolly fireplace. I don't think there are any other fireplaces. Let me just check here. Fireplace. No. So that's it for that. And then you have the heavy snow clouds. Let me do it here. Heavy snow clouds. So you, okay, and it drops a lot of snow. Let me try to do it to where it's a little closer to the ground, so we can see like how it actually looks. So we'll do something like right here. Heavy snow clouds. Okay, so there you go. That's what it looks like. If you were to put it closer to the ground, this is how it looks like. Harrison says, I wonder when they will realize that people prefer materials that you can change colors instead of chroma materials with colors locked. Oh no, they've already realized that. It's not that they don't realize it. That's not at all why they do it. It's so that when you have booster bundles, it looks like you have more to offer. See what I'm saying? If you have something that's tintable, well then that's one item, and you can't create a bundle. It's not a bundle if it's only got one item in it. So it makes sense that they make multiple so that they can sell it to you multiple times in different ways. And there's more to kind of like, you know, make the bundle look like more. That's why they do it. I mean, I can totally understand why they do it. I just don't care for it, but I know why they do it. It's pretty clear why they, you know, why they go that route. Alright, so we got Mr. Freeze. Let's see what he's got to say.
The name's Mr. Freeze.
Alright, about you.
I am Freeze, and I am king of this realm. Like a perennial winter. Cold hands, warm heart. Nothing matters except Nora.
Your work.
My cryogenics technology needs only a few refinements. Nitrogen levels, cryo-integration pressure, flow management, all in order. Just a few more calibrations. Yes, that should do it. Soon, my dear, soon we shall be united once more.
Chilling comments.
Always cold. You're on thin ice. Everyone freeze. This should chill you out. You look cold.
Gotham
They
Connection.
call us all mad. Perhaps we are, but it is no weakness. Show them our strength. Penguin, I don't normally approve of wanton thuggery, but you do make a good point about the ends justifying the means. Scarecrow, your offer of aid is appreciated, but not necessary. I look on companionship as cold comfort these days. Ivy, you don't see the cold truth. Without these machines, my dearest Nora will never be free of her icy tomb. Frostbitten plants are the least of my worries. My dearest Nora, my wife, I would rather see the world buried under an ice age than see a hair on your head harmed. The name's Mr. Freeze.
All right, so that is Mr. Freeze as a base companion, the base invitation. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop him back out again because he does not quite fit in this base. So I'm gonna go ahead and try out the new ally. I'm gonna unequip him, confirmed. I think I'll unequip him just for showing off Mr. Freeze. So we're gonna go ahead and do his passive. I mean his combat signature ability first. We're gonna go ahead and start off with that. Yeah, I got the new ally. Yeah. All right. Replying to a message here. All right. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and pop him on the 5 targets. Let's go ahead and see what he does. Get my parser up. And maybe I should change the settings. After combat. Because they do run for a while. Okay. Now I can bring him out. That does a lot of damage. That's nice. I don't think he's going to beat out Superboy. I think Superboy was sitting at like 26 million or something like that. I don't think he's going to beat him out. I think he was like 11 million from what I saw in a Meta Knight's video. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, that's got a nice like animation, I guess. But yeah, we'll have to see so far. It'll also kind of let us know how long he stays out. I mean, I know it says his duration on allies. His duration 60 seconds. Let's see what the combat log says. Okay, so it says that he stayed at, so he was out for 58 seconds, not 60 seconds, 58 seconds. And he did basically 10.5 million damage. It was like 10.4, almost 10.5 million damage on 5 targets. Voodoo asks, what time are the servers supposed to be active again? They are active now. We are currently live on the US server. We are active now. Alright. And then we're going to look at his single target. Well, his cooldown's a little bit. Let me see if I can, I don't know. I'll build up my supercharge in that time. Because I've got like a third of his, cooldown. Let me turn my audio down just a little bit so I'm not destroying everyone's ears. But yeah, I got him up because I want to use his second passive. I think it's going to be amazing with Berserk because I can spam Berserks, and I know there's no cooldown on the second passive. The only thing is its duration lasts on how long, you know, how much supercharge you spend, like on that specific supercharge, like depending on the level of the supercharge. And for me, that doesn't matter because I can spam Berserk so much that, like, I don't know if it'll overlap or not. We'll have to see. But I know that it's there for a lot longer than I actually need it to be because I could just pop Berserks. So for me, I'm really excited about that. And that's why, to me, I think it's worth it to have him on there. Otherwise, if you're not on a spam build, he may not be the ally for you. But for me, it seems to really be a good deal. So let me make sure I get back out of combat. Let me get out of combat because Quizlet's giving me trouble. Alright, let's knock Quizlet back off so he doesn't skew the numbers again. Do this, wait for it to come down, and then I'll use Mr. Freeze again. And this will be his combat first single target. Alright, let's see it. 58 seconds, almost 60 seconds of just damage. We'll see what he does. So he was 10.5 million on 5 targets. We'll see what he looks like here. And this is him at max level, so this is the most he will ever do, generally. I think yeah, so he does like cone attack 2 times. Alright, let's see what it comes up. So he does 3.9 million, almost 4 million damage. It's like 3.94. So that's like really weak. So obviously you're probably not going to use him for your AoE. He's not really great. Like Superboy's still king when it comes to AoE. If we're talking about single target, I would say it's either Flashpoint Batman or Zod. Flashpoint Batman, if he gets lucky, he'll do a little more damage than Zod, but it's like, I think it's like 200 mil difference. I mean, 200k difference. So it depends on whether he gets it off or not. So I still use Zod because he has the splash damage with like the ads and stuff. I kind of like him better. But Mr. Freeze is not breaking any records in terms of like damage. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw Constantine back on as my combat. And we'll try Mr. Freeze for his first one here. Okay. Did I make sure to make it the first one? I think it was. Yeah, it's the first one. So getting a hit while you have a shield has a chance to summon a Snow Devil to up to a cap. So spawn chance is 25%. So it's pretty much like Poison Ivy's. But it doesn't like add a debuff. Instead, it brings out a Snow Devil. And it has a cap of 3, so only 3 times, I guess, within a certain duration. Yeah, duration. Oh, so their duration's up for 19.5 seconds. And then Snow Devil SM. I don't know what that means. I don't know. 25 times. Maybe it's like the damage multiplier. We'll have to see. Now let's do. I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of shields in here. Better yet, I'll just here we go. My Boo character, and we'll do this. How about that? Ally. So obviously, I'm not going to be using this ally. Probably for tanking, or at least not for any sort of serious tanking, not for battle tanking like the first passive. I'm not using it for that, but just for showing, I guess. See, so little Snow Devil comes out. It looks like he does little AoE damage. And then you do another one. So I guess you obviously can't have him up if like if you spam a shield, obviously another one won't come up. You can only have one at a time, it looks like. There we go. We got another shield right here. So nothing. Got the shield up. Nothing. I don't know if it works with that one, but it looks like nothing so far. And then you got this one. Nothing so far. So nothing so far. So there you go. It doesn't seem like it has a really great like chance, I guess. I guess it's just, if you have bad RNG and that 25 doesn't quite hit right. Let me look at this again, make sure I'm reading it right. Getting hit while you have a shield on. So you have this. Yeah. Here, let me... Oh, that's... Yeah, but that's the only thing that's damaging me. Alright. We'll do another one right here. Let's do this so that I take damage again. Throw a shield. Do another shield. So it won't count for this one because I've got the protection on it, so I'm not taking that damage from it. Wait for it to disappear. And then do this guy right here, so I should be taking damage to the shield. So I guess it's okay, the damage that it does is just not really... not my cup of tea. So I'm not crazy about it. Let me see if I can go into like an open world or something and have it instead. Maybe it'll proc a little better out there. The 4th patrol is not out yet. It is not out yet. Soon, it should be this month. So let's go out here and have the passive and see what happens. So we're getting hit by these guys. So Snow Devil did come out. So the damage it's doing is not bad. It's not terrible, it's pretty good. Right? And then you do another shield. So, oh, you can have multiples out. It just wasn't happening enough to where I couldn't. So the most you can have are 3 out, I guess, at a time. Is that 3? Yeah, that's 3. So you can have a multiple of 3 Snow Devils out at the same time. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah. So it actually procs pretty good. It just wasn't at the sparring target, so you actually got to be in like true combat. So I think it has nothing to do with how many shields you spawn, but rather how many times you get hit. There's a 25% chance. If you get hit multiple times, I'm guessing they come out. Multiple times with like the same shield. Let's test that. So yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's actually pretty. So I don't know. Maybe I would. Maybe you could run this for a battle tank, but you'd have to run shields. But that is kind of. Maybe you could even run it as like a DPS. Maybe that actually might be pretty good. I might have judged that a little too early. Yeah, look at that. You got one right there. You get hit again. Is there another one that's going to come out? Yes, there is. There's another one that came out. And then you got these guys over here. You pop a shield so that you're taking damage. Is another one going to pop out? No. Okay, so it didn't pop that time. So they killed him before they could do that. So you're getting hit multiple times. One came out, second one came out, and we got 30. Yes, we have. We have a third one. So yeah, so max 3. The max that you can have out at a time are 3 of those guys. But look at that, actually does, you know, some pretty good damage. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. So that actually is like very battle tank friendly. I could see Ice enjoying this a lot because you know, like they can take their Snow Devils and take these as well, and they will work with Tornado. They will work with the Red Tornado and will actually give them a really good like healing over time that they like desperately need. So I could actually see that being something that's really nice for them. So I would probably consider this for my battle tank if I didn't have the second passive, because this is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, all the Snow Devils, it seems like they hit pretty far. Like, look, they're on the other side of me, and they're still hitting that ad. That's actually not too bad. Let's see if this one works. Does this work? No. So it's just the traditional shields that it looks like pop it. Let me see if I can let the shield go down and have like my mod shield. See if those work or not. Let's try this. All right. Does it work now? Will it spawn a third one? Let's go in the middle of these guys. Will it spawn a third one? No. So no. It's just the traditional like loadout shields, it looks like, that proc it. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna go try a bounty. Let me switch it to my battle tank build and put on the second passive, because I think that's gonna be really nice. And it's going to be just great like damage over time. For me, it's going to be a lot more consistent, but if you can't spam super powers, maybe the first one will be better for you in general. Let's go ahead and do that though. So switch to 3. Well, that's my key binding. Don't listen to me on my number 3. Allies. Sorry, Static. I'll take you off. I mean, he is pretty nice, but you can't beat constant damage over time. I think no. So I think let's do Frozen Heart support 2. Let's go ahead and try this out. I'm gonna go try a bounty and see how well we do. I think it's gonna be great. So if this works as correctly as I think it will, I should have constant just ice damage around me the whole time. Yep. Constant ice damage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, constant proc damage. And that's a pretty wide cone too. That AoE is really nice. Like, look how it's just chunking them down. It's just chunking them just outright. Rats and ice. It's just like, it's like a freaking garbage disposal over here. Just chunking them up. And I like how it moves right with my character, so that's great. So I'm having AoE damage no matter where I am. I'm not losing it. So yeah, it's like a guaranteed AoE. I love that. So yeah, so like I said, it works amazingly. So usually with berserks going on every 10 seconds, without fail, I can have about 7 to 8 million damage. Maybe scale. It's obviously it's gonna scale higher if I'm like in the open world because my augments are like maxed out. So so it's really good. And that's consistent 8 mil, 7 to 8 mil damage every 10 seconds. Obviously going higher with those things. And then you have this on top of it. You know, this is insane. So let me see what I get now for every 10 seconds. So let me change gameplay back. Make it every 10 seconds. All right. See how high I can go. I'm getting 10 mil. 10 mil single target. I got some 9s, then I got some 10s. So much so it's even making the dummy run out of health. Look at that. And that's just increased healing. That just makes my build have even more healing, because I have that constant damage in the background that's also healing me. So I'm healing I'm healing even when I'm not doing anything. Healing as I'm just going along. Yep. 10.4, 10.9, so almost 11 mil right there. And then I got a parse, the lower parse for like 9. So it's just like constant ice damage. I got 11 mil parse, 11.3. Got a 10.3 again. Got a 10.5. Got a 9.6. So yeah, so you do really good damage with this, especially if you've got like a rage, like spam build. So there you go. So that's why I got this, primarily because I can do this with the ally. Alright, so there it is. That is the Mr. Freeze ally. Those are the Christmas rewards that are with this current winter seasonal. We looked at the base items. I think that the frozen floors are going to be are going to be a very big deal for a lot of the base builders. I think they're going to love the heavy clouds too. I think it's going to be the heavy clouds and the flooring that's going to be worth it for a lot of people. I think the styles were okay. I really like the beard. I think the beard is the biggest highlight out of a lot of these rewards. The head styles weren't bad, but it's like, eh. The chroma, I wasn't too crazy about it. I thought it was a bit dark. I don't know. I figured they could have given us like a orange lantern chroma or something. That would have been cool. I think they should have kind of stayed on the orange lantern train there, but I know they did a lot of that last year. But yeah, so the Mr. Freeze seems to be a very battle tank / tank geared artifact. Ally. So if you're a DPS, you might be able to make it work for you if you use shields, but it's not really. I don't think it really has DPS in mind. I think it's all about those battle tanks and tanks in general. So I think Ice could really benefit from this, like as a full tank. Like, as long as you're a full tank Ice character and you're using Tornado and you're rotating through shields anyway, well, now you're going to have multiple little snow devils around you doing damage that will go ahead and also give you health back. So I think that will be really important for Ice. Give them another source of healing. So that's basically where we are at. And then don't forget, it looks like on the marketplace they have moved the pencil again, and now you have basically wolf packed allies, but in the form of ally legion tributes. So basically, if you buy 1,000, that's basically like a wolf pack for an ally, and you could make it account wide basically. For what allies you want and what characters. So there you have it. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me and checking out the new rewards. Go ahead, enjoy the event. Go ahead and get your goodies, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.